employees a weirdly worded spam-like email message telling them all to resign. That went out from the White House on Wednesday morning to everyone in the government, including, say, air traffic controllers and FAA staff and people who work for the National Transportation Safety Board. That went out Wednesday morning. There had been an FAA chief who was right in the middle of his term, but he had been threatened by Trump's top donor, Elon Musk. Musk had demanded the resignation of the head of the FAA, and so the head of the FAA resigned on Inauguration Day, and the Trump administration had not gotten around to replacing him. It was not until a press conference about the plane crash that the president announced that he had decided to get around to naming an acting director of the FAA. Still, though, the White House sent out another email message to air traffic controllers and FAA staff and NTSB staff and all the rest, again reiterating that they should resign their job, telling them that their jobs working for the American people, working for the federal government, those are, quote, low productivity jobs, and they should get out and go work in the private sector because that's where the real high productivity jobs are. The next day, on Friday, another horrific plane crash, this time in Northeast Philadelphia. People killed on the plane, people killed on the ground in the densely populated neighborhood into which this plane crashed. And then the following day, on Saturday, at one of the nation's busiest airports, Chicago O'Hare, an Air Wisconsin plane taxiing to the gate smashed into a tug vehicle which tows aircraft at the airport. It flipped over the vehicle, critically injured the driver. That night, Saturday night, the NOTAM system, the Notice to Air Mission system, which circulates critical basic safety information for every pilot on every flight, the NOTAM system on Saturday night crashed in the United States. Overnight Saturday into Sunday morning, that caused last-minute cancellations of like 80 flights, another 1,300 to be delayed. Then midday on Sunday, a United Airlines flight from Houston to LaGuardia Airport in New York City caught fire on the runway. Passengers could see smoke and flames coming from the wing of the plane. Look at that. They were initially told to stay in their seats. The passengers reportedly objected to that instruction because they could see the smoke and flames coming out of the wing of the plane. Passengers were then evacuated off that plane using slides and stairs onto the tarmac in Houston. So in the space of 5 days, that's the first major commercial air disaster in this country in more than 15 years, and then another catastrophic and deadly plane crash, and then an airport collision, and then a commercial plane fire that causes an on-tarmac evacuation of all the passengers, and a nationwide critical system failure that grounded flights all over the country.